Looking for a place to talk with a load of Ninjago community members? Look no further, as my Ninjago Discord server is the perfect place. If you're interested in Ninjago competitions, events, and a lot more, trust me, you're going to love it there. Link will be at the very top of the description. We hope to see you all there. In today's video, we are going to be going all the way back to the pilots to pick out the top 5 best scenes that came from it. While the pilots consisted of just 2 episodes, a lot happened and it was surprisingly difficult to pick out a top 5 for this list. But I've managed to do it, and that's precisely what we are going to be going over in the video. Quickly, if you do end up enjoying today's video and are interested in seeing a lot more just like this one, be sure to go down and subscribe to the channel. It would help me out so much, and it really does go a long way. With this being said, let's get straight into the video. Coming in at the bottom of the list is the scene in which Samukai gets defeated. By himself, pretty much. He takes all 4 golden weapons without realising that nobody can wield that kind of power on their own, which then causes him to explode and turn into dust, and that's that. It's a pretty simple scene, and while I do actually really enjoy Samukai, seeing him go out that way was, in a way, pretty satisfying, as he was pretty annoying at times, as a villain should be, of course. And yeah, this scene just made me pretty happy in a way. Add that with the fight scene that happened moments before, and I'd say you get easily one of the best scenes from the pilots. At number 4, Kai saving his sister. Of course, how could I possibly not include this scene? At this current point in Ninjago's run, the stakes hadn't been much higher, so it was a pretty tense scene to watch. But because we didn't exactly know what the outcome of this was going to actually be. Luckily though, Nya was saved, and it was just a really sweet scene. This is one that always stands out to me when I first think of the Ninjago pilots. I think it's pretty iconic to an extent, and it is extremely important, at least for old Ninjago, and yeah, I think it's a very nice scene. That's all I really have to say about it. The ninja performing the Tornado of Creation for the very first time. Of course, another scene that just had to be on this list. Easily one of my favourites from the pilots. It marked a huge milestone for the ninja. It was enjoyable to watch, and it was also pretty funny. You can't really go wrong with this scene, to be honest. Overall, a very good stuff here. Next up, we have Kai training with Wu in the monastery, and him fighting the ninja for the very first time. I think this has to be one of the most iconic Ninjago scenes of all time, at least in my personal opinion. Everything about it is just so awesome. You really get to see Kai's whole personality in this one scene, which I think is what makes this scene in particular so damn great. We see how hot-headed he can be, and how he can all of a sudden be so determined and so focused. Then, later on in the scene, Kai facing the ninja team was both intense and humorous, and is such a classic scene. I really do love it a lot. For that reason alone, I think this scene is extremely great, and it still holds up really well to this day in my opinion. And then finally, coming up next in the number 1 spot, the ninja all performing Spinjitzu for the first ever time while fighting the Skulkin army. To this day, this scene is still probably one of my all-time favourite Ninjago scenes ever. I don't know what it is exactly about this scene, but it's just so cool and I love it so much. The Skulkin are always really great characters to see on screen. Pair that up with the ninja performing a really badass Spinjitzu move to defeat them, and you get such a great scene. Easily, as I said, one of my favourite scenes of all time. Also, why the hell was the Spinjitzu animation so weirdly amazing in this scene? Yeah, definitely an amazing one. I always find myself rewatching this one from time to time. With this being said, we've now successfully ranked and gone over my top 5 favourite scenes from the Ninjago pilots. Hopefully you guys did all enjoy this one. I know I certainly had a lot of fun putting it together. If you guys did enjoy, then be sure to drop a like on it. If you're interested in seeing a lot more videos just like this one, plus a whole lot more, make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications, as that way you will not be missing out on any future Ninjago content from me ever again. With all of this finally being said though, I will see you all in my next one.